What is good, everyone? It is your favorite multi-cardboard selling producer, Izoki. We're gonna be reacting to and breaking down the music production of SB19 Time. My friends, my brothers, my Athens. This is the third song off of Saw we are reacting to, breaking down the music production of. This reaction breakdown is going to be very different in comparison to all of the ones we have done up till now. This song in specific has its very own production breakdown by the producer of this song. So what we're going to do for this one is the first half is going to be a pure 100% organic, natural reaction of the whole song with minimal to no stops, okay, for the first time ever on this channel. Then we are going to do a reaction slash music production breakdown of the breakdown. I feel that's the right thing to do for this one, so we're gonna do it, okay? Without further ado, me, a music producer, don't believe me? Type my name in the YouTube search bar, my friend. Look at my channel, you will find your answers there. Breaking down the music production side of this song and all of your favorite music, because I know that not a lot of you know much or anything at all about the music production side of your favorite music. No worries, I got you, here to break that all down for you in the simplest way possible, so you can connect with your favorite music on a deeper, more personal level. I love the color grading already.
Rotting in bed, numb and upset, the hands on a clock. I'm moving along and feels like I'm dead, but I'm here instead. Please make it stop. I'm always wrong and
oh, Justin. Oh, Ken.
Never-ending thoughts.
The piano's beautiful.
I'm trying hard.
Oh, the chords.
Cause one day we'll run out of time. Memories will leave them behind. Many things we can control. I hope you know it's
the
better
drums.
to try. Cause one day we'll run out of.
Have to give credit where it's due. The vocals and the songwriting especially. Beautiful, majestical, every single beautiful word, adjective, synonym you could think of. That is exactly how I feel about the lyrics, about the songwriting, about their vocals till this point. And especially the beautiful, simplistic production so far. Beautiful chord progression with the pianos to perfectly match along with their precious, angelic storytelling vocals, and those little stops, of course, leaving us like then going back into the beat, bro, creates such a nice dynamic. Let's keep going.
He's a natural, no one's really in control, but we live a little cause we know when we vanish we don't really go. So I try to run an extra mile, hoping for a sign. If there isn't one, then I'm leaving mine. And for those behind, seeking you will find. There's no reason not to try. Watching everything from the backseat, it's beautiful.
I love their flows.
It gets really ugly, you already know what to do.
Oh, Josh.
Nothing to lose. What we're not changing with trust. Fighting for whatever cause. If the light's dying, don't you ever cease to refuse.
Pablo and Josh's flow right there. It kind of reminds me of an F.
With some things I said, I wish I would've not let slip. Some hurtful words that never should've left my lips. Some bridges burned, I'm not ready to rebuild yet. Some insecurities I haven't dealt with. Yes, I'll be the first.
And F is one of my favorite rappers, artists of all time. He is also one of the main reasons why I got into making music in the first place back in 2017.
Whatever cause, if the light's dying, don't you ever cease to refuse. Stuck inside my never-ending thoughts.
Oh, the snaps. Oh, Justin.
Trying hard cause I know what it costs.
Beautiful.
Cause one day we'll run out of time. Memories will leave them behind. Many things we can control. I hope you know it's better to try. Cause one day we'll run out of time.
never thought this was possible somehow, some way. Well, I was listening to the song, to the production, to everything that we're hearing right now. All of a sudden, tears started almost coming out of my eyes. The way they are executing the emotion through every single lyric, every single word, creating such a vivid picture. How precious time is. I'm paying close attention to literally everything. It is simply impossible to only pay attention to one aspect of the music, especially for this song. Time is the one thing we can never get back, so make sure that you utilize it to the absolute best of your ability. Understand that we are all on here for a limited amount of time. One day that time will be up, so make sure you spend it doing what you love and be surrounded by the people that you love. Never live any day of your life in regret, because I promise you, you do not want to be in your last days with regrets of what if I went for it, what if I actually took the risk and did what I loved instead of living a life I never enjoyed. You could do anything you set your mind to. Understand that, okay? Nothing, absolutely nothing is impossible. Everything, absolutely anything is possible. Your best friend is time, but it could also be your greatest enemy if you choose to waste it and choose to utilize it in a way that you know is not right for you. It is your choice, my friends. The time that you use, the time that you have on this earth, the incredible thing about it is that you can do absolutely anything with that time. The choice is yours, because happiness is one thing that nothing can compare to, and that is the only thing that you are in complete control of, my friends. SB19, I love you.
So I'll never ever walk away with stones left unturned. 'Cause if I'm living anyway, I'm spending every day scattering stars in the night sky, hoping it'll lead away for better days.
Oh, the strings.
Every moment with me, while we're here 'cause I don't want them.
I love the dynamic, loud and quiet. Oh no. What happened? Oh, she old now? Oh, okay. This is a skip in time towards the future now? Yeah, I know it. You see? Now she's realizing, what if I talk to my mom more? What if I answer the phone? But I can't do that anymore because she's gone.
Time, memories will leave them behind. Many things we can control. And I hope you know it's better to try. Whatever, whatever.
Time, memories will leave them behind. Many things we can control. I hope you know it's better to try. 'Cause one day we'll run out of time. Memories will leave them behind. Darling, when push comes to shove, your best is enough. It won't hurt to try. 'Cause one day we'll run out of.
The clock ticking. Beautiful effect. Beautiful cinematography. Beautiful video. Songwriting, lyrics, the music. So simple, but it gave them so much space to express and convey their message in the clearest, best, most emotional way possible. A perfect soundscape for this message of time.
Run out of.
Heyo, I am Xerxes Bakker, and this is how I make SB19's sound.
Let's go, bro.
So let's start with opening the session, I guess. Basically, 18, I think this is the super fans of SB19. They're amazing.
He's not lying. I love you.
I've been getting a lot of love for this song, and they've been DMing me, asking me how I make the song and why, etc., etc.
You see the software he is using? That is Logic Pro X. There are multiple DAWs, digital audio workstations, which is simply the software you use to make music. Me, I use FL Studio. This one, Logic Pro X, is another one that is only available on Mac, on Apple. There's also another one called Ableton, another one called Pro Tools, and many more. But me, I use FL Studio. I have used it ever since I started making music at the age of 15. For production, I use FL Studio quite literally for everything. I have never used this software, but all in all, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's what works for you. This works for him, but the commonality we share is that we create music. Okay, let's keep going.
So I was like, hey, why not make a breakdown video? Like, but let's break it down. I think every song kind of starts with just a thought, of course. I was just freestyling, jamming on the piano. I was just like...
That is a very common thing every producer does. Well, every artist does in general. If you're creative, everything you create, it all starts in here. But however it begins out here is completely different. You know, sometimes you're just jamming, like he says, just playing on the keyboard like this. You know what, y'all? Something like that. And thus the beginning of a new creation is born. But every single project absolutely starts differently for everyone. For this one, as he said it, he was just jamming on the keyboard, most likely found the chord progression and the notes he was going to use for this one as the foundation of the whole project. And now let's see how it progressed from there.
This, and I ended up, don't laugh, I ended up with this, like somewhat of the version. Pre-chorus.
Just humming,
so
yeah.
The pre-chorus.
Just humming into your voice notes app on your phone to get a reference, to get the idea straight out of your mind as soon as possible so it won't go away. Because whenever you don't capitalize off that idea and get it out of your mind, get it out of your brain as soon as you possibly can, my friend, it is going to disappear and go into the mind of someone else, since you did not capitalize off of that, which is something that you could genuinely follow for all of life. You don't seize an opportunity, sabes que someone else will seize that opportunity that you did not. So go into your voice notes app, especially with the keyboard right next to you, you feel me, to get pretty much everything down musically and melodically wise is perfect. Such a convenient thing to do, to use as reference, to then carry on into the DAW, the digital audio workstation, in the actual project.
We're stuck inside my never-ending thoughts. It became that. And then I think, let's see, what's the chorus? Yeah.
So your mind is just racing there. You have no idea what you're saying.
Jam, I think I just started mumbling words.
Yeah.
The piano being the...
Yeah, you see? You found the chord progression.
Just that pause is just time stuck with me. And I've been sitting on this concept for a while now, because 2024 wasn't a great year for me and my family. We had some losses and health issues.
You see, the beauty of music, the beauty of art, especially music, is a form of self-expression. It is no coincidence that he was going through what he was going through in that period of time in his life and ended up creating this. Whatever you are feeling, whatever you are going through in your life, whether it be good, whether it be bad, whether it be anything, music is there for you to paint a picture of exactly what you are feeling in ways that words simply cannot express. That is why this song, in finale, hits us right here in our hearts, in our souls, because from the production all the way to the songwriting, every piece of the puzzle, every stroke of paint that is a sound was made with intention from here, from the lives of human beings that express themselves through this crazy thing called music.
Personally and around me, and 2024 humbled me a lot. So that the concept of time, I played with it a lot, but I had no room for it to really make something. I think basically it all came together in this song, because I honestly feel that time is the greatest gift we have,
Yeah.
and we should treasure it and make use of it. I started with the piano, and I'm not a great piano player, but I think it's good enough.
Yes, we transposed it. Transposing is this. Say this song was in C major. That's the basic C major chord. Say you transposed it up one semitone, which simply means to the next key, C sharp major. From C to C sharp major. Notice the difference in tone. C major, C sharp. That is just an example. I have no idea what he transposed it to, what he pitched it up to or down, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out. So let's keep going.
And then the pre, I contrast it.
I love the way he spaced the rhythm out of the chords. It creates such a good dynamic and a story. Switching the piano sound.
The thing that I always do is create atmospheres, and I think I have it here with this synth. It's just this.
With the synth, which stands for synthesizer. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. What he's playing right now is sounding like a choir preset from a synthesizer. Have no idea what synthesizer instrument he is using exactly. What I do know is that it is a choir preset, which simply means choir sound coming from the synthesizer, playing repetitively, just being used as he said, atmosphere, adding more emotion, adding more of a feeling of fullness to the overall progression of the production, adding body to the emotional turbulence of every sound.
That's a sample.
This is incredible, my friends. Shout out you.
Chorus, of course. And if you listen to the drums, it's just this. I think that the effects are playing a major role in this whole song.
What I say so many times in my past reactions, music production breakdowns, little effects, risers, whoosh, impacts, drum fills, accents, those little effects, those little details contribute the most despite being so subtle, because those little details, those little effects, my friends, are what converts a song not into a song anymore, but instead into an audible movie. Man, I love this.
So if I play the effects alone,
What I say, impacts, whoosh. I love those stops. Drum fill, guitar.
and what I really like about this song are the cuts, the pauses. I've been doing that a lot in my productions because I love silences. I think they play a major role in dynamics. And that SB also saw the vision and just yeah, that's good, that's great.
Yeah.
And it represents also what I'm trying to say in the song, right? With time, it can be done, it can be over, and the pauses there. Pauses and the tricks and the little effects in the pauses were really a thing that popped out.
Yeah, you
as
see?
As a producer, believe me, guys, that's the best thing that you can, almost one of the best compliments that you can give a producer. All the little things that we do that nobody hears, but the people hear, that's great.
I feel you, brother. I feel you.
Is I think just the kick doing pop 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 with a vocal reverb going left right.
also known as panning. When a sound goes a specific set of directions or direction, that is called panning. So the vocal with reverb, which is simply that echo sound effect that makes you sound like you're deep underwater but at the same time in a cave, that vocal with reverb is being panned left to right, perfectly following along with the dong 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 of the kick. Okay,
That's it. And then the other one is, I don't even know what that is. I think that's a slide bass.
also known as a sub drop. I'm pretty sure he was thinking of sub drop but couldn't get it out of his mouth, you feel me? But that is, in more specific terms, a sub drop.
I don't know what it is, guys.
I have a feeling that is a growl, a sort of growl being panned once again like the vocal with reverb from a few seconds ago. I'm going with that because that's something that I would do personally, and it makes sense because a growl would match with the anger, desperation of time passing by, of not being able to go back in time and fix everything you wish you never did, you feel me? So I'm gonna go with that, a growl.
So while I was making this song, I called up my homie Samuel Akinbody in their songwriting credits, Sam Atkins, as an artist. And he's an amazing lyricist. So he helped me like shape up words and lyrics beautifully to capture what I had in mind. So once I was done with the demo, when we were writing it and I finished the production,
Send it to Pablo.
I sent it out to the guys of SB19. Basically, not long after, they said they wanted it and they loved it. They had some ideas for it as well. So me and Pablo went back and forth.
Yep, like Simon,
on Zoom, online, because I live in Amsterdam. They live in the Philippines, of course. He had some great suggestions. They wrote the bridge and everything.
Yep. That was the final piece.
Amazing. Like how they captured also the feel and the vision that I had, how they turned it into theirs and their song is amazing. And then for the bridge, I think what's driving the bridge is the Reese bass, because that's the one that's moving along with
the Reese bass is what we're about to hear right now. That bass that sounds like one of the most common basses, but works so much. It is my favorite type of sub bass because it gives such a warm, lush feeling.
piano, because everything else is pretty static.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
That's moving along pretty well with the vocals of the guys.
Gives them so much space. Notice how there weren't that many elements being played with different melodies, with different harmonies, none of that, okay? They were all simply being layered on top of one another, only ensuring that the frequency spectrum, which is simply this, in simple terms, the sounds that the human ears can perceive and hear, ensuring that everything in the frequency spectrum is covered, good to go, but still allowing vocals to have so much space.
Which are absolutely amazing. And a lot of y'all noticed the strings I added.
Yep, I love the strings. I love the
Very cool.
strings.
The breakdown piano is a popular one.
Simple.
I added
Beautiful.
the clock. Of course,
Yeah. Clock ticking.
the bass comes in.
Brings in the body. Heartbeat.
The heartbeat was a suggestion by Pablo. He had amazing tips and tricks
I love you, Pablo.
and suggestions. In the last chorus, I think I added more strings and more brass taps, more effects just to make it bigger and everything. And
Brass
in the end,
tabs.
like one of the last pauses, there's this scream, desperate scream type feel. And I think it's just me in the demo singing time and just messed it up, reversed it, pitched it
Yeah,
up and down.
just go local with the
it sounds
effects.
Like this.
You don't even really know what you're doing at times when you're producing. Sometimes you just yell into the microphone, say something local, and just slap on a bunch of effects that you've never used before, but it turns out sounding cool like this. That's the beauty of production, my friends. You could create the most local sounds and you don't even know how, but you made it happen. Why? Because anything is absolutely possible in music.
And I think Pablo thought I just screamed, like it was a scream. And so he did that. And then I also messed around with his scream. That added a lot of desperation.
Yes!
In that last
desperation.
One of the last pauses. And then if I just let it run, probably we'll hear the end violin again.
Picking up the pace.
I had to end the song with a clock.
Yep.
Ticking, like time is over.
I love the way that he pitched the clock ticking down, and the way he did that was through automation. Automation is this. Starting it off normally, the normal pitch, the dung, but then slowly pitching it down, thus creating that dung dung dung. You feel me? Very interesting way to end off the song with that effect.
So after a while, they recorded the song and I got the vocals. I asked for the vocals.
Yep. To
so
revise, see what you could add. Yeah.
To see if I needed to add something, if the vocals weren't there, right? Then I had to do something in the production to make it bigger. I didn't have
to do nothing because they're the kings.
The vocals were amazing. Like the energy and the desperation that they had in their voices were just impeccable. So shout out to the guys, man. I would love to work with them again.
Shout out you. Y todo. SB19. Allow me to produce for you next.
They're amazing, and they brought this song alive. Also, the music video is
it's loco. It's beautiful.
I teared up. I can't lie. The actresses are great.
It was beautiful.
The guys behind the video, kudos for that, because it 100% and probably even more.
It enhanced the experience
what I
so
had
much
in mind
more.
For this song. Yeah, you deserve it all the credits that you guys are getting. Yeah, please watch it because it's amazing. So this was me, Xerxes Bakker, and I hope you enjoyed this video.
Hey, shout out you, my brother.
I never do this, so bear with me. So like, subscribe. No, I'm kidding. I hope you enjoyed this video.
SB19 Time, and how I made SB19 Time, song breakdown and production breakdown by Xerxes Bakker. What does this get from me, my friends? Once again, SB19 not making songs anymore. My friends, they are making full blown out cinematic experiences in audio form. The production, first off, of course, so simple but filled with so much intention and emotion in the selection of instruments in themselves, using orchestral cinematic instruments, thus creating that movie effect for our souls, taking us through a sonic journey of every emotion that we could ever feel when thinking of time, that we could ever intertwine with this crazy thing called time. Regret, desperation, anger, sadness, agony, todo, and every instrument followed all of those emotions perfectly. The strings, the pianos, the electric guitars, those atmospheres, the synthesizers, those vocals, those little effects, those risers, impacts, those heartbeats especially, and those clock ticking sound effects as well, of course, that simply had to be implemented because time, it simply makes sense to put effects of a clock in a song about time. So shout out you, my brother. The arrangement, composition, everything about the production of this song, I loved it all. This is something that I would be very influenced to make. Not make it like this exactly. I would have done many other things differently for me because, of course, we are completely different human beings. So my creative direction is different than his. But to use this for inspiration, absolutely. I love his way of thinking, the way he utilized the arrangements, the way he utilized those silences, the atmospheres especially. I did myself, even till this day, despite having been making music for almost 8 years now, I still learned something new. Everything about the production, a straight 10 out of 10. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you, Pablo, for your contributions as well. You loco. Now, vocals, vocal performance, songwriting, emotion, visual también, todo. They did something I did not think was possible. That would ever happen to me in my life. I was listening to the music, right? Like this, right? I was into it. I was in the world. I was in the video, you feel me? Listening to every single little sound. Then all of a sudden, I feel my eyes get watery. And then I slowed down and I realized, oh my goodness, they done just made me cry for the second time on this channel. The first time was Stel and Diko Masabi. The second time, Time. And that's when it hit me. They are truly the kings. They are not making music anymore. They are making full blown out movies in audio form. The songwriting, the lyrics, perfectly conveying the message of Time, every single emotion, just as well as the production. Every emotion we could ever feel, we could ever convey with Time, the lyrics delivered, but except with the story that we could all relate to, no matter what age we may be. This is a perfect song to listen to, especially at a young age, because when you're young, you feel like you have all the time in the world. But as you grow and grow, you start to realize that your timer on this earth is running out. So make sure that you cherish everything and everyone you love before that timer is up, starting right now. SB19, I love you so much. Everyone did equally incredible to me. This had both harmony, melody, todo I could ever ask for, I could ever want from a work of art like this. An absolute work of art. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one, okay? If I missed anything or if you're curious about anything from this song, music production wise, feel free to comment down below, okay? Thank you so much for watching. More SB19 on the way, absolutely. Much love, Izoki out.